Hey guys, this is Lil with another raid video. Today it's our weekly show, back on track after we missed one last week because of Easter. So, what's been going on this week in game and for me personally, I had some nice time off with the family. The kids have been off school, so we went down, took the kids out to the beach and went and visited family, Easter egg hunts, all the usual things that you do over here for Easter. I in the Primals boosted summons, I pulled Arbaeus last week, the Sylvan Watcher one that turns into a tree. So I'm just building her up at the moment. I did book her yesterday outside of CVC because I wanted to test her. So yeah, I'll be doing a guide on her soon. I also spent some of the last week working on cell rules on RSL Helper, so I put the video out this week on sort of gear tier lists and the sorts of substats that I'm looking for in those different sets and how I sort of think of them and organise them. So the next video I was going to record a couple of days later was the sort of, okay, look, here's my RSL Helper cell file, here's how I then use that to filter gear coming in and how I use it to do gear cleanses. I didn't realise that Nubs did almost, a very similar video. He's using the Panda cell file, which actually I did look at when I was redoing my cell file, and I've stolen some of Panda's and some things I didn't like in Panda's. So I'll go through that in that video, but I can't record that today, which I'd planned to, because RSL Helper's down, because there was a patch, and whenever there's a patch, RSL Helper goes down. It will be interesting to see when it comes back up, because I know that one of the big features that they're working on is having cell rules for rolled gear. So that'll be a new thing for us to get our head around. I know that Farstoff is working with Panda to create the very first sort of cell file for your rolled gear. So that'll be really interesting. I'm used to doing that, and I've done an RSL Helper guide, and I've done previous gear videos. I'm used to cleansing my gear with RSL Helper using the sort of dynamic filters that it has. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. If I, ever get a chance to talk to Farstoff on the CC program, which I'm still waiting to hear back from Raid on, the thing I will ask him for my most wanted feature in RSL Helper is an OR filter, because if we could have OR filters, that would save thousands and thousands of lines of code in our cell files, because then you could say, okay, if it's savage or lethal, then keep these, and then you could group your A tier, or your B tier all together and just say, if it's crit damage or, whatever else, then you could just group all those sets together and you wouldn't need to have so much repetition in the cell rules, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, we'll go through that more when I actually look at putting that video together. Still waiting for the CC program. I did talk to Nubs yesterday and he said they usually do it in batches. So they say it's 1 to 2 weeks, but really they just do it in batches. So I would just sit patiently and wait. I filled in like my normal email address and my normal name in the form, so now I'm paranoid, like, are they going to go, no, that's not the email address associated with the YouTube account? So yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay, so what's been happening in Raid this week? Not a lot. It was the end of the Armand's Titan event, and so we had the patch. Was it yesterday? Was it the day before? I think it was yesterday. We had new patch. We had champion buffs. Manea, pronunciation is difficult. Manea, the coroner woman, Beauty and the Beast. Manaya. And Queen Eva. So the Manaya buff, still, she's a bit meh from what I gather. I don't have her, but I'm not hearing anybody excited about the buff to her. The Queen Eva buff, I know Scratch just literally just put a video out, so go and watch that if you want a deep dive into it. She now looks like a really solid nuker and potentially the best block revive champ in the game now. is interesting. Yeah, like the problem with so her block revive is on a skill. Like the great thing, there's a really fun interaction with an Aethwy because it's on his passive. Then Soul Reap counts. Soul Reap killing somebody will trigger his passive. The problem is his damage isn't his multipliers aren't high enough. So yeah, go and check those out and have a play around if you've got one. I pulled a Queen Eva recently and haven't built her. Well, I mean, she's like rank 6, but she's not booked or anything. So yeah, she might get booked now. Yeah, so obviously we had the new fusion drop, which has just gone live. A lot of people don't seem that psyched about her. I'm interested in her because she's got two things that like I don't have a lot of on my account, which is increased speed and decreased speed together as a champ. She seems pretty versatile, so you know I'm interested to get hold of her, try her out. I mean, might she be one that you end up never using? Yeah, I mean it's possible. But yeah, I mean like. At this point, I'm kind of just gathering every champ ever. Just because, like, now with Cursed City, the amount of, like, fusions that I've skipped and now regret is high. So I'm like, I just do all the things. If they bring out a soul event for her, like a Titan Path or whatever, I wouldn't bother with that personally, because I don't think she's, like... It's not like there's something that I would give her. If I was gonna, the only thing would be like if I was putting her in Arena as my speed booster, which you know is viable. She's really good, and like Hades did a video sort of going through. Look, you know, she's bringing that turn meter boost, but she's also bringing that turn meter reduction on the enemy team and a slow. So actually, like she allows you to go much, much slower with your nukers and still sort of be in a speed tune. I doubt I'll ever use her in Arena because I just, like, I know they're trying to bring the speed meta back. I don't think the speed meta's ever coming back. There's too much stone skin and reaction for the speed meta to come back. So, you know, it's, and I think Hades described it as, you know, the pure speed meta. So that's, you know, that's where I could see, like, again, when you go in game, you see loads of people, like, let's go over. Like, loads of people still run speed teams, like when you look in defense. You know, you can still see speed teams in here, right here. But, like, look at this. It's not, you know, you've got a speed booster and then tanky champs. And that's what I would do, yeah. Like, if I was, because they've brought in, you know, if I just take these guys out, they've brought in some champs to, you know, bring speed back, like Armons, I'd say even, you know, Sun Wukong. You're trying to disrupt, you know, and Armons is like, you know, a really great disruptive champ. But he doesn't need to go first, but he kind of wants to. So, you know, if I was looking at a speed team today, I'd be going, right, okay, speed lead, into disruption, into nuke, you know, like whatever flavour that is. Let's, you know, pick like Leorius. But then I would add somebody else like my new Arbus. I'm not going to pick her because she's not geared yet. I'm just in the middle of gearing her. Or I would pick, yeah, like somebody who's going to, like this slot, you can't presume that you're going to one-shot this team. Because you're probably not, because they've probably got Bolster, possibly 2-turn Stone Skin on the Duchess if he's built her well, and they've got a UDK. So it's not the speed meta where it used to be just one shot and done, right? It's like, no, presume you're going to have to go in a couple of rounds deep, so you still want to go first, but don't rely on like your super. I'll be honest, my Arbor is not that fast. And I had taken her out of her speed gear to use her in Hydra. Still fast, but dropped like, I don't know, 20 speed or something, so that I could get better stats on her. Like, so she can live. Like, you know, if I run this team... Now, Armons is a bit stupid, if I'm honest with you. As soon as he sees Stone Skin, he just seems to not use his skills. And I'm like, okay, there's one champ in Stone Skin, but I still want you to use your skills. So, you know, personally, in AI, I always set him to use his stun, and then always set him to use his sheep afterwards. Yeah, and there we go. Like, he's done his job now. That's great. So I can just hit auto now. But again, I'm not presuming that I'm going to kill everyone, like, first hit anymore. Like, and I think that's what, where it's not the pure speed meta. It's going to last a little bit longer than that. That's the only problem with having him do that, is if you force him to use his sheep, it will like drag the fight out a little bit at the end, because he'll auto sheep it. But honestly, I prefer that than him seeing stone skin and never using sheep. I don't know why he refuses to use it, because he can sheep people. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. I find his AI a bit annoying, but then you see, like, look, this was 1 minute. Okay, let's pick a similar team. Let's pick this team. It's even tankier. Okay, if I picked my normal team, like my Go Second team, without being a speed lead, without being a speed team, it'd probably be about the same, if I'm honest. It depends how much. They've only got 1 round of stone skin. There we go. He brings them back, but that's okay, because we'll just nuke again. Let's target the Duchess just for funsies. In fact, let's not, because we didn't on the other one. There we go. 18 seconds. So, the speed team wasn't faster than okay, there's 2 Void Nukers in here. But yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I can't see it coming back. Personally, but it's going to be that try and go first to get your disruption off, to get your Armands off, or one that let's have a look down here, to get your Armands off, or to get your UDK Warlord off. Armands and Warlord can do the same thing. You can use Warlord to counter Armands. If in this setup, I would say I'm going to be faster than you. So I will go Arbiter into Warlord into Nuke. They've got her. Would I change anything here? No, because they haven't got a speed booster, so I'll be faster. So like this would work. Yeah. Then we've just not picked the Armands for funsies. I'll just take it off auto because Warlord is stupid. There we go. Job done. Buffs, and then Taras, and then we're done. So, I kind of see this where you've got to... It's not like the old, you're going to one-shot everybody first turn, because people are just too tanky now. So I feel like you need tankier teams to... Sorry if this is you. You just need tankier teams rather than just hoping for that one shot and done. Anyway, sorry, we digress slightly. Let me find my notes so that I can get back on track. So yeah, New Fusion, I'm going for her. Up to you. For me, she's going to probably come in that sort of... in that Shamrock slot. Just to bring that speed up, speed down, turn meter boost. I already mentioned the new RSL helper is down. It's going to be down for a few days. There's a big feature coming, which will be sell rules for leveled gear. We had the artifact rebalance. For me, the most interesting one is the... Where's it gone? If I could find it. Is the Impulse one. So Impulse is now 12% speed and 12% chance to reduce a cooldown by 1 turn. On a 2-piece. So that's like speed on steroids right there. So I would say that's gone right up in terms of how good Impulse is. I'd probably say Impulse is now S tier for general, because who doesn't like speed plus chance to reset your cooldowns? And for nukers, like off pieces for nukers, great. Zeal becomes a much better version of Crit Dam. So again, 2-piece, and it now is 20% crit damage with increased damage depending on your champ's current HP level. So if you're at 100% HP, you just got 12% damage, like, which is frankly pretty insane. So yeah, my gear in those sets is terrible. So I need to do a load of Live Arena anyway because I want to get Quintus. But yeah, I got no impulse at all, pretty much. But yeah, 12 speed and 12% chance to reset a cooldown by 1 turn. And Zeal, I got even less crit damage and yeah, 3% per, which is just crazy. Per 25%. So yeah, again, going on a nuker who's going to go first, in that speed meta, plus 12% damage is insane. So yeah, I would say I'll probably update my rule sets to accommodate that now. So, if you're watching my tier list, or you watched it this week, Impulse and Zeal now higher up that list. So I would say Zeal becomes S tier for damage, I would say. And as an offset, and I would say Impulse, I would put it in general and damage dealer and damage gear I would keep in Zeal because it'd be great, as a, it's not as good as like Merciless, stacking loads of Merciless, but, if you haven't got that and you've just got Lethal and you can't get Lethal plus Stone Skin, then Lethal plus Impulse is going to get you fast for Live Arena and give you a chance to reset cooldowns. I find the reset cooldowns happens a lot in Merciless. Can't remember what the percent chance is. 30% chance. It seems to happen a lot on my rotas. So yeah, that's the sets rebalanced. Free gear removal happened later than we thought it was going to. So everyone sort of thought it was going to be 2 weeks before the end of Curse City Reset. I don't know if it's still on. No, it's finished now. And we saw it come in at about a week and 4 days, something like that. So yeah, I would presume it's going to come in sometime between 2 weeks left and 1 week left on the Cursed City rotation. Which brings us to the Cursed City rotation. It's ending this week. If you're still working on it, then I would suggest you start leveling some champs in the current champ training for the Fusion to get Armaeus down. Is that his name? Have I pronounced that right? Amius, that's the one. Pronunciation is not my friend today. Get Amius down. We had the Soul Summon boost. That's finished now. I think it finished today. Just boosting on the 6 stars again, which is great. I didn't get anything I didn't pull because I was just wiped out from the last one. And then we had the path that needed the guaranteed that needed souls. We just had the Hydra rotation reset, so we're now back onto rotation 1, which is your good friends Blight and where does it say it? I'm sure it says it in here somewhere. Yeah, I thought it had it. Oh well. It's your good friend. It's all your friends back. So it's Mischief, Blight. Oh, this is where it shows it. Yeah, so we got Head of Mischief, Head of Blight, and Head of Torment, which is just so much fun to deal with. Yeah. And yeah, not long left on Curse City. There will be CVC on Tuesday, and it will not be personal rewards unless they change it up for funsies. Which is always a chance. I should probably have started with this. There's been a problem this morning with the progressive chance. There was a progressive chance for like Newt and a few others. I think the theme was Weekend Champs or something like that. And it's gone. They put an announcement out this morning saying, look, there's a problem with it, and they've now just totally stripped it out. I'm going to yoink mine because for the Fusion, I've only got 50, so it's not likely to be terribly exciting. Let's do them now. Why not? I'm not going to wait for them to bring back the progressive chance because, can't be bothered. I still need in fact, I should have looked up her name. It's the same. Ooh, not that one. It's the same epic that Nubs needs, Endalia. So, to be honest, that's what I'm hoping for more than anything. In terms of normal Legos, I would be hoping for, Necmo, Prince Kaimar, the new one that's like insane for Hydra. I'm sorry because I can't remember what faction he was in, but whatever the new they brought out the new champs this week. So there was like the mythical here, who seems pretty underwhelming. Who else was there? Anyway, there were a few new ones coming out this week, and one of them, I can't remember his name, sorry, was absolutely batshit crazy for Hydra. Kind of some serious power creep going on there. So yeah, one of those would be great. But yeah, let's pop our 40, and then you guys can go and enjoy your weekends. I don't know what I'm doing with my weekend. The kids have been off school, so it's like the end of our Easter holidays, and I don't think there's anything major planned. It looks like what I need to do is clear some space on this PC because I'm out of space. Because I did go to I had to pause the recording partway through because I just actually ran out of space on the PC to record anymore. So yeah, that's fun. So I'll probably have to go and clear some space out. Oh, no, not chickens. You don't need chickens. We got still not enough, so I still need to feed some more. I mean, 2x ancients is always good for topping up your 3-star chickens. Let's do the 2, and then we'll get rid of 10 more. I have no idea where I'm at for the fusion. More blue. I guess also worth mentioning, I'm going to start recording today, probably today, some mini guides. So the idea being just like a really short, so you've pulled X champ. So I was going to start with Newt because he was on the progressive chance, and I'll just do a few of them and release them all at the same time. So just some shorts. So yeah, little mini guides on who's this champ, how should you gear them, what are they good for, what are they not good for. Just as a quick pointer in case you want to come to YouTube rather than going and looking it up on Held Hades, pretty much. Let's just see if we can throw some champs in the vault for a sec. I only need 3 spots. And I don't have 3 spots in the vault, which is really helpful. Let me pause you. Okay, we've got just enough space. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. I'm just going to do a load of them on individual champs. So they won't be big videos or anything. Just little, who are the champ, what do they do, what are they good for, how should you gear them, what mastery should you pick, what blessings should you pick. Job done. So yeah, just be a nice quick hey, I just pulled this champ, I do it, I don't know about you, we do it in Discord, oh, I just pulled this one, are they good or not? Which is kind of the question that I'm hoping to answer. We got nothing from our massive stash of ancient shards, which is terribly surprising. Okay guys, enjoy your weekends. No, I need to pull some more shards, that's a shame. I guess that's what happens. It's Champ Chase, so I got some stored. Okay guys, I'll catch you in the next one.